What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Best Family Homestead. So it's finally that time. I have got to get in here and get started on cutting and cleaning up this big ginormous old pecan tree, so I'm finished getting it sawed. We're right now done sawing all the last of the pine, and so I got to get this thing cleaned up just to get it out of the front yard, and also so I can saw down these logs so I can have some stuff to make some pretty furniture, or whatever it is I decide to make with it. So the only way to get started on it is to get started on it. So here we go. All right, everybody, so I gotta start. I had to take a quick break because the diesel was running lower on tractor, the tractor was running lower on diesel than I was realizing. And also needed some bar oil for the chainsaw. Didn't realize I was running low on it anyway, so I ran to Cooper's real quick and grabbed that. Now it's pretty windy. You can tell looking at that cedar there behind me. And I don't really have a good place for a big brush pile, but I've got a lot to burn. Now most of this pecan that is anything 8 inches and under, because really it's really hard to saw anything under 8 inches on the sawmill we have. So anything 8 inches and under, like you can see where I started here, I'm busting up for firewood. We don't burn wood. My wife and my son both have pretty bad asthma, and but it's just a way for me to make a little extra money. There's no reason to let it go to waste. But I'm gonna have a whole lot of little stuff. So what we're gonna do is make a burn barrel. Now a burn barrel is just that, just a 55-gallon drum. Let me let this big tractor go by here. But a burn barrel is just that, it's a 55-gallon drum. That you burn stuff in. Now there's some stuff you've got to do to make it more efficient and make it actually burn. We're going to put holes in the very bottom, and we're going to put holes, like a ring of holes around the side, and then a couple up top to cause a vortex effect and let it draw air. That's going to make the burn barrel efficient. It's going to burn a whole lot more of the wood up because it's going to get a lot hotter with the added air. Now you don't have to buy a burn barrel. Oddly enough, burn barrels, sometimes sold as burn barrels, are more expensive than just a 55-gallon drum. So I just got a 55-gallon drum. Now you can use a drill, like a 1/2-inch drill bit, if you really want to punish yourself. I have a little secret tool I like to use for making my burn barrels. That's called a mattock. Got that nice pointy end. So we're just going to set this down here. We're going to make our holes in our burn barrel. And I do believe copper caused you guys to miss the last little bit of that. But as you can see, nothing fancy. Just some holes punched in here for the air to draw. Now one thing that is kind of important with a burn barrel, and this is just not even so much so you don't hurt your grass or catch anything on fire, but if you put it up on cinder blocks like this, you're going to allow that air to flow up from the bottom. And it's just going to cause a draft and make everything burn a little bit more efficiently. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this loaded up with the little pile here, get it started. That way I can keep the burn barrel going as I go. It's kind of what it's used for. You don't want to, you can, but it's, you know, doesn't make much sense to take a huge pile and try and put it in a burn pile. So what we're going to do is keep it fed. And instead of making a big pile, we're just going to put all our small stuff in this burn barrel and get rid of it. It's going to incinerate it, be a lot less smoke, and we'll keep from having to have a big old brush fire somewhere around here, because I just don't really have anywhere to do it. you can see we're getting a lot closer here. Starting to make a little progress. As wet as this is, I'm going to go get the bucket. One of the good things those wood chips really work well for is taking care of the mud. At least make it where the tractor won't sink up. So we're gonna go take a little break real quick. I'm gonna bring the bucket over here so I can put some wood chips down and try and get a little bit of traction instead of spinning like I was a few minutes ago. Started rolling a little bit, so I gotta go to the other side and get this other big one cut off. Alright, so I got a lot of what I wanted to get accomplished today finished up. The main part's down. You can see it used to be way up yonder. We've got a good bit of a pile burnt. Just doing it a little bit at a time in the burn barrel. We've got to start on some firewood. Looks like I think we're gonna have about 5 or 6 phenomenally beautiful logs, probably more. This big stump here is gonna be kind of tricky because I'm gonna cut it way back here because I want to slab this as much as I can, which is why I kind of left it whole like that. Might have to get the slabbing attachment for the sawmill, which I'm planning on doing, but that'll let me cut that into slabs for some beautiful tables. So good day's work. If it hadn't been so wet, I probably could have got more done, but it's so wet. Maybe another day with the wood chips there, I'll be able to get that in there and start pulling some of this back. But right now it's just too wet, too soggy to do that. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow. All right, folks, well, I hope you like this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned to see the rest of this big pecan tree cleanup and what we're going to do with the wood out of it.